Johnson on the scene there. Now, 6 Islamic extremists have pleaded guilty to plotting a terrorist attack on an English Defence League rally last year. The plan failed after the men turned up too late to the event in Dewsbury in West Yorkshire. The march had already dispersed. Police say up to 750 EDL members were due to take part in it, but police officers and passers-by could also have been harmed if the attack had taken place. Well, Mark White joins us live from Woolwich Crown Court in South East London, where the men pleaded guilty. And what then were they trying to do, Mark?
Well, it was a coordinated terrorist attack on that EDL march. Now, the 6 individuals, Dermot, are all from the Birmingham area, described as homegrown extremists. They are self-radicalised individuals who never, as far as the authorities know, travelled abroad for terrorist training. But still, they were very deadly in their intent. They had planned on the 30th of June last year to attack this English Defence League rally. It was taking place in the town of Dewsbury. West Midlands Police have released to us police aerial footage of that march, and you can see there wasn't the 750 or so EDL that were planned. There was probably more like 100 or so, but still it was heavily policed, as these EDL marches are. But it was a march that finished earlier than was planned, because Tommy Robinson, the leader of the EDL, was due to address that rally. He didn't show up on the day. It dispersed sooner than it was planned. So when the 5 of the 6 extremists turned up to attack the rally, everyone had dispersed. So then they decided to head back down to Birmingham, and it was purely by chance that a police traffic patrol stopped the group on the M1 motorway, and you can see 2 of the men in one of the cars that was stopped, a Renault Laguna, on the hard shoulder, being brought back to the police patrol car after he was stopped. Now, unbeknownst to the traffic police officer that stopped them for not having proper insurance on the car, there was an array of weapons in the boot. That included 2 sawn-off shotguns, samurai swords, machetes, an array of knives, an improvised explosive device that was made up of one of these big pyrotechnic type fireworks that you get at professional displays, and that had been packed full of gunpowder and 450 odd pieces of shrapnel, including nails. Marcus Beale, who is the Assistant Chief Constable of West Midlands Police and who has responsibility for counter-terrorism, said that there's no doubting this was a deadly attack.
Particularly the explosives were clearly capable of maiming individuals and would have caused considerable injuries, if not death. We obviously know they had firearms as well. They had some sawn-off shotguns, and we know that those would be fatal if somebody was close enough. So they were capable of killing people. I think their intent was definitely to cause a significant event that would have transmitted lots of fear and anxiety amongst our communities.
And Mark, this comes after another group of men from the West Midlands were sentenced on terrorism charges last week.
Yes, that was a plot to set off a series of rucksack bombs, which the plotters had intended would be more deadly than the 7/7 attacks in London in 2005. And the worrying thing about this case we're reporting on today is that one of those involved had links to that earlier plot. He was an associate of some of the plotters involved in the rucksack bomb plot and had been under low-level police surveillance. So he hadn't been under 24-hour round-the-clock surveillance, but he was being watched some of the time. West Midlands Police say despite that, there was nothing in this man's movements or behaviour to indicate that there was anything else afoot, and the police and the intelligence services had no intelligence that an attack on the English Defence League was to take place.
OK, Mark, thank you very much indeed. Mark White there. Let's take you live now to the grounds of Windsor Castle. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh recording all the